super interesting option of the GSUI would be the statistics. Clicking the statistics under the clustered operations option will show us a graph. In fact, two graphs. The top one will show us the current throughput of each operation and the total amount of operations. So the first number over here, for example, will be the total amount of write operations that has been conducted since the cluster has been started. And this is the zero over here, for example, will be the current throughput. Right now, we don't have any operation, any write operation conducted. The log piece over here will show us the history. So you should enable it if it's not turned on. Okay. So if, for example, we'll go back to our benchmark panel, click on the settings, and click the read operation, and click on start, we'll basically retrieve back the objects which we have just wrote into the DataGrid. As you can see, the graph is actually being updated over here. If you would like to speed up the refresh time or change the refresh time, just select every 1 second. The next step we will have as part of the demo is to add new machines into our running cluster. So right now we've got 2 machines hosting our DataGrid. We can actually start new machines on the cloud that will join our grid over here. So we should simply go back to our Cloud Console and click on the Add Machines. We should select over here the default small GSCs, and we'll add 2 additional machines and click Add Machines. After a few seconds, we'll see that 2 machines have been started. It will take them about a minute or 2 to be fully running. After a few minutes, we'll see these 2 started machines fully running, and if you'll go back to the GSUI running on the cloud, we'll see these 2 machines actually joining our grid. So the next step that we can do right now is to simulate a failover. So we'll go into the space browser, and we'll select the read operation, and we'll simply repeat the read operations to be conducted 20 times. This will give us enough time to simulate a failover. And we'll click Start. So the benchmark will be started. We'll see that there are read operations going on, okay, about 2,000 or so per second. And once this is going on, we'll go back to our console, and we'll simply shut down one of the grid container machines. We can simply do that by scrolling the right side and clicking the shutdown instance. This will simply terminate the machine. If we go back to the UI, we'll see that right now we in fact got only 3 machines, and we're actually seeing that the backups turned into be a primary in real time. If we go back to the space browser, we see that read operations are still going on. But right now they're actually being done from the backups which turn to be a primary. In the same time, we actually see that the 2 spaces that been terminated has been revived. So the system has been self-healed itself. We can also see that by turning into the host tab, and we'll see here again the spaces that has been fully recovered. Another very interesting benchmark would be the local cache benchmark. To enable the local cache, you should go into your benchmark panel, select the use local cache, have 1,000, for example, as the value for the repeat get operation, and type 50,000 for the sampling rate. This will basically grow our measurement every 50,000 read operations. So, to start the benchmark, just click the start button and go to the graph. Just to remind you, we had 2,000 read operations throughput before without local cache. Now, as you can see, we've got almost 200,000 read operations per second conducted. So the local cache speeds up the read operations quite a bit. Once you are done with your benchmarks, you should shut down the application running on the cloud by going back into the Cloud Console and clicking the shutdown button. Confirm, and your application will be terminated. This concludes our screencast. Thank you.